Summary of The Second Wife, a gripping psychological thriller with a twist you won't see coming, written by Miranda Rijks. Chapter 1. Mia Benton's days at Stave House had always been filled with the lingering melodies of Robin Featherstone's compositions, echoing through the grand halls. Yet, on that fateful day, the harmony of her routine was shattered when she discovered Robin, the renowned composer, lying on the floor of his studio. The haunting compositions that once filled the corridors were replaced by the urgency of a medical emergency. In the hospital waiting room, Mia sat anxiously, her fingers tapping rhythmically on her phone. The stark white walls and muted conversations created a stark contrast to the vibrant world of music she had grown accustomed to. Thoughts raced through her mind, recalling the events that led her from the dream of being a musician to the unexpected role of a cleaner entwined in the lives of the Featherstone family. It all began 9 months ago when Mia, a trained musician with dreams of making it big, found herself struggling to make ends meet. Desperation led her to accept a cleaning job at Stave House, the elegant Georgian residence belonging to Robin Featherstone. The imposing facade, covered in wisteria, hinted at the grandeur within, a world that seemed both distant and alluring. As Mia arrived for her initial interview, the imposing figure of Pavla, the housekeeper, greeted her. The grand entrance hall and sweeping staircase were a stark contrast to Mia's modest background. Pavla, with her sharp eyes and thin eyebrows, led Mia into the heart of Stave House, a kitchen that dwarfed any Mia had seen before. The interview, surprisingly gentle, revealed the housekeeper's authority and Mr. Featherstone's peculiar rules. The man himself, Robin Featherstone, walked into the kitchen, seeking a cup of coffee. With a slightly awkward introduction, Mia met the distinguished composer, a man whose symmetrical features suggested innate kindness. Robin's inquiry about whether Pavla had explained the rules hinted at the sensitivity to sound that defined his musical world. The rules, Mia learned, were precise. No vacuuming around the studio when the door was closed, and entering the sacred space required express permission. The vacuum cleaner's key of E clashed with Robin's current work in E flat, revealing the composer's intricate connection between his music and his environment. Despite the peculiarities, Robin's genuine interest in Mia's musical background and her status as a violinist with perfect pitch hinted at a connection beyond the roles of employer and cleaner. Back in the present, Mia's mind wandered through the twists and turns of her life at Stave House. The routine cleaning, the occasional discussions about music with Robin, and the mysterious dynamics of the Featherstone family unfolded before her. Brooke, Robin's confident daughter, had remained distant and unapproachable, while David, the son, remained a mere mention with little context. The narrative shifted to the present, back in the hospital waiting room, as Pavla entered with a mix of anxiety and gratitude. Mia's offer to increase her hours and provide care assistance was acknowledged, but left the future uncertain. As she left the hospital, Mia couldn't shake off the feeling that life at Stave House was about to undergo a profound transformation. Returning to Stave House, Mia found the corridors quiet and the grand piano in the studio silent. The absence of Tamsin and Pavla added an eerie stillness to the atmosphere. Leaving a note for the absent occupants, Mia continued her cleaning routine, her mind weighed down by the uncertainty of Robin's health and the potential changes ahead. Days passed in a tense limbo, with Mia fulfilling her cleaning duties while anxiously awaiting updates on Robin's condition. The once vibrant Stave House now felt like a stage without its lead performer. The melodies that once resonated through the halls were replaced by an uneasy quiet, amplifying the uncertainty that hung in the air. Amidst the uncertainty, Mia found solace in the familiar tunes she had heard Robin play. Humming softly to herself, she cleaned each room with renewed dedication, hoping for Robin's recovery. The grandeur of Stave House, which had initially felt intimidating, now became a backdrop to Mia's unwavering commitment to the man who had unknowingly become a significant part of her life. The narration delved into Mia's reflections on her past, her grandmother, a cellist, who had instilled the love for music in her, her parents, who never fully understood her passion, and the pursuit of a musical career driven by a desire to carry on her family's legacy. Mia's musings revealed the complexity of her motivations, intertwining personal aspirations with familial expectations. As Mia continued her cleaning routine, The narrative shifted to flashbacks of her interactions with Robin, the discussions about music, the shared moments of understanding, and the unspoken connection between two individuals bound by a love for the art. The house that once felt like a distant dream now became a place where Mia's journey unfolded unexpectedly. Amidst the routine, Mia discovered a peculiar contrast in Tamsin, the new wife. The socialite with designer clothes and a penchant for cacti defied conventional expectations. The extravagant greenhouse, a wedding gift from Robin, hinted at the mysterious layers of Tamsin's personality. Yet, despite the differences, Mia sensed an unspoken understanding between the two women. Back in the hospital waiting room, Mia's thoughts circled back to the present. The waiting had become a metaphor for the uncertain path ahead. The complexities of the Featherstone family, the uncharted territory of Mia's role, and the looming question of Robin's health hung in the air. The narrative reached a crescendo as Mia, torn between her identity as a cleaner and her newfound connection to the Featherstone family, faced an uncertain future. Stave House, once a symbol of dreams deferred, now held the potential for unexpected harmonies to emerge from the silence that enveloped it. The story concluded with Mia continuing her cleaning routine, the melodies of Stave House waiting to be revived, and the uncertainty of what lay ahead lingering like an unresolved chord. The dichotomy of Mia's dual identity, a cleaner and a caretaker, resonated as the grand piano in the studio awaited the return of its maestro, and Stave House braced for the next movement in its unfolding symphony. Chapter 2. Tamsin stood frozen in Frida's boutique, a pair of black leather trousers in one hand and her wallet in the other, as her phone rang. Ignoring it initially, the persistent caller turned out to be Pavla, delivering news that would shatter the world she had only recently built with the man she loved. Robin, her husband of less than 2 months, had suffered a stroke at the age of 58. In a daze, Tamsin abandoned her shopping and ran to the hospital. The once vibrant and powerful Robin now lay prone on a hospital trolley, his skin gray, eyes closed, and machines surrounding him. Her heart broke as she sobbed beside him, grappling with the sudden and cruel twist of fate. A week later, Robin was discharged, but the man who returned home was a mere shell of the person Tamsin had married. Aged beyond his years and feeble, he struggled with slurred speech and frustration. The dream kitchen and beautiful house felt like a facade compared to the harsh reality of Robin's condition. Tamsin's heart ached as she grappled with the changes in the man she had fallen so deeply in love with. Pavla interrupted Tamsin's contemplation in the kitchen, informing her that Robin wanted his manuscript paper and a pencil. As she walked to his study, Tamsin's mind wandered back to the early days of their romance. The chance meeting, the whirlwind courtship, the enchanting elopement in St. Lucia, all memories tainted by the stark contrast of their current situation. In the midst of managing Robin's care, Tamsin discovered that Mia, a presence around the house, had offered to help more. Grateful for the support, Tamsin couldn't ignore the underlying tension with Pavla, who seemed distant and disapproving. The offer of assistance from Mia provided a glimmer of relief in the midst of uncertainty. Back in the kitchen, Brooke's unexpected call shattered the delicate balance Tamsin had tried to maintain. Brooke insisted on discussing Robin's will, implying that Tamsin, as the new wife, stood to inherit everything. The accusation struck a nerve, and Tamsin vehemently denied any ulterior motives. The conversation left her shaken, questioning her place in Robin's life and the sincerity of Brooke's intentions. Alone with Robin in his bedroom, Tamsin grappled with the emotional turmoil. Robin's banishment to the spare room, citing insomnia, left her feeling discarded and lonely. The once secure and desirable cocoon of their marriage seemed distant, leaving Tamsin uncertain about the future. As Tamsin handed Robin the requested materials, a teary-eyed question escaped his lips. His vulnerability tugged at Tamsin's heart, and she reassured him with affirmations of recovery and resilience. Torn between optimism and the unknown, Tamsin clung to the belief in positive thinking. The emotional scene was interrupted by Brooke's intrusive call. The discussion about updating Robin's will became a battleground, revealing the underlying tensions between Tamsin and Brooke. The call left Tamsin questioning her standing in Robin's life and the sincerity of Brooke's intentions. In the aftermath, pacing the corridor, Tamsin contemplated the implications of Brooke's demand. Despite the animosity, she found herself agreeing that a new will might be necessary. The uncertainty of Robin's health and the strained relationships with his children added layers of complexity to Tamsin's already tumultuous life. Returning to the bedroom, Tamsin grappled with conflicting emotions. The delicate balance between love and resentment, hope and despair, painted an intricate portrait of a woman navigating uncharted territory. The narrative delved into the complexities of relationships, the unpredictability of life, and the relentless pursuit of stability amid chaos. The following days were a whirlwind of emotions and responsibilities. Tamsin found solace in the routine of caring for Robin, attending to his needs as he slowly navigated the road to recovery. The arrival of a physiotherapist offered a glimmer of hope, but the shadows of uncertainty loomed large. As Tamsin faced the challenges ahead, she clung to the fragments of her shattered heart, hoping that love, resilience, and positive affirmations would guide her through the storm that threatened to unravel the life she had so eagerly embraced just a few months ago. The narrative unfolded as a poignant exploration of love's endurance in the face of adversity, and the resilience required to navigate the unforeseen twists of fate. Tamsin's journey became a testament to the strength found in vulnerability, the complexities of family dynamics, and the unwavering belief in the power of love to overcome even the darkest moments. Each day became a step into the unknown, a journey filled with both heartache and the possibility of healing. As Tamsin navigated the uncharted waters of her new reality,